What's up, guys? Hey. It wasn't until it cut on that I realized I don't have my lips on. My little chapstick, my little gloss situation. What's going on, guys? Okay, so I actually went live earlier today for the YouTube members channel. If you missed that, it is available for a replay. If you're not a member, you can join. It's only $1.99. It's not much. And so what we were doing in that was talking about how I'm building general notary work, loan closing. What up, though, Alexis? General notary work, loan closing, and Ron. And so what I'm going to do is over the next probably couple of months, I'll be taking you through every step in detail. So there's no reason for you not to be successful. Okay. And so today we were talking about notary supplies. We talked about notary commission, different things like that. We put links in for people to get what they needed. We talked about presentation. Presentation is everything. Okay. Presentation is key. So the difference between two notaries that show up and do the same loan closing can be as simple as presentation, okay? And a lot of people, we don't take time to really consider that. Like, I talk about basic things like keeping your car clean. Like some people don't even do that. And like that shows, all of that is presentation. That was something that one of my business coaches taught me. Like how you keep your car is a direct reflection of how you handle different other things that you may be dealing with. And so there's a quote that says, how you are on the outside is a reflection of the inside. So how your house looks, how your car looks, how your emails look, okay? How are you backed up on text messages? Are you backed up on phone calls? Are you, all of that stuff plays a part into how you're maneuvering, and organization is key to success. And so we were talking about that. You will probably never meet an unorganized millionaire, definitely not an unorganized billionaire, because there's a lot that you need to manage to get to that point. Okay. And so organization is key. So we were talking about that. If you are a YouTube member, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel, YouTube/Notary2Notary. So that way you can watch that member exclusive video. And I'll be going live every day in the member channel for the most part, and just documenting my journey, building again my business, my notary business, so I can show you guys how to do it. So that way it's no excuse. Okay, so I had 2 general notary work appointments today. One canceled. Now I'm thinking about it. One did cancel, and I forgot to send her my review link, but I'll do that in a second. I usually do it right when we finish the notarization, but it was really simple. It was just 2 pages that had to be notarized. It was quick and easy. So I'm going to send her my review link so she can. A cluttered life can lead to a cluttered mind. I like that. A cluttered life kind of is a cluttered mind. Okay. But yeah, so all of that we went over today. Guys, keep track of my time. I do have to end this at about 7:20. I like how y'all help me, because I can sit on here all day and just keep talking. The Ron guide, I want to come out fairly soon. You will get a notification when it does. You can get virtual addresses almost anywhere. Just Google it. Google like near you, like, virtual address near me, and you can find one. I like virtual addresses where they're actual buildings where you can go pick your mail up. I like that. So there's another YouTube channel membership. No, it's the same one. So if you're a member of the YouTube channel, like you pay that $1.99, that's all you have to do. You don't have to buy anything else. That's it. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys something really quick, and then I'll answer a few questions before I skedaddle. I was talking to a friend of mine. Y'all saw, we shot the videos today for, what would we do? I think we did, is the market oversaturated? We did a really good like Q&A. That's hopefully, if he sends it to me today, I'll release it for you guys today. If not, then hopefully tomorrow. Just a random interview that we did. We did why mobile notaries are needed. We talked about that. And then we were having a conversation just about life, and it hit me. Y'all know I'm like a whole philosopher. I was like, we were just talking about like, what would you be doing if you could do? So I asked the question, right? I said, if you could do anything you wanted in life, what would you do? And then I stopped. And I said, how many of y'all saw that video I just put on Facebook? I was like, that question in itself is like, it's a word for when questions don't make sense. Like I said, it's redundant, but there's a term for that. Y'all know what that word is when you ask a question or a statement that contradicts itself? It's like one of those literal terms when you make a statement that's a contradictory statement. It doesn't make sense. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Hold on. A word, a sentence, a contradictory sentence. I really want to get this word. A contradictory sentence. I'm not getting it. Is it paradox? Is it a paradox? Let me see. Somebody knows. A paradox is a seemingly absurd or self-contradictory statement or proposition that when investigated or explained may prove to be well-founded or true. I think that's it. An oxymoron. Let's see. Somebody said an oxymoron. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction. Like faith, unfaithful, kept him falsely true. I don't understand. Jumbo shrimp. I'm sorry. That made me laugh. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. If you think... Y'all probably heard it before, and so maybe it's not funny to you, but you think about it. Jumbo shrimp, like because shrimp are small. That is hilarious. Will you react to Live to a Metal song Thoughtless by Korn? Okay, I have to find it. Let's see. I gotta find it. Let me see. I never heard that before, but I'll look it up. Okay. There's a word. Let me see if anybody else got it. Anybody else figured out the word I'm talking about? The irony of it. Paradoxal. Gone after my musical career, then started back in the day. Wait, what? 1 week cruise to Alaska. Okay. Rhetorical. I thought rhetorical means like it's a question that you don't, like you can't answer. Or like we're gonna figure this out. And then I'm gonna give you the punchline. Yo, on-time notary is booming today. Rhetorical is relating or concern. So, okay, expressed in terms intended to persuade or impress. Asked in order to produce an effect. So rhetorical is like, it's like you get in the end. That's not what I'm not rhetorical. It's like contradictory driveway. You're not driving, you're parked. Nonsensical. What's the question I just got on? All right, we're trying to, the irony of it. Let me see what paradoxical is. Hold on. We having a whole English class right now. Paradoxical. I've never heard of that word before, I promise you. Seemingly absurd or self-contradictory. Thank you. Paradoxical. That's what I want. So what's a paradox? Is that seemingly absurd, self-contradictory? Well, okay. The mingling of deciduous trees with elements of desert flora forms the fascinating ecological paradox, a potentially serious conflict between quantum mechanics and the general theory of, okay, yeah, really? Y'all doing a lot. In a paradox, he has discovered that stepping back from his job has increased the rewards he gleans from it. Okay, I guess we can go paradoxical. That's the closest way I can think of it. So when people ask you, how many of y'all have heard the question, if you could do anything in the whole entire world, what would you do? And so I asked my friend that today. I said, if you could do anything in the world, what would you do? And he started thinking, he was like, And when he was thinking, it finally hit me. It finally hit me. The greatest idea that I ever... You saw that video on TikTok? Okay. No, it finally hit me. The question in itself is a paradox. Because you can do anything that you want in the whole entire world. So what are you doing? It's not like thinking about that. We always say if you could do anything, you can do anything. You can do anything you decide to at any point. So it's not if you could do anything, because you can do anything that you decide to. So what are you doing? Interesting. Like, let that sink in for a second. So we always say, if you could do anything, what would you do? But you can do anything. So what are you doing? Right? So I had to share that with you guys. Y'all know I'm all about like having people like really just start to think things a little bit deeper. So we were talking about, you guys are gonna get this usually my answer to that is get out of the conversation. I can't deal with you. I was thinking, we were talking about why people, their perception of notary, like, and just talking about notarizations, like why people hear about it. Like how many of you guys before, I think most everybody on Notary to Notary is pretty much sold that you can make 6 figures as a notary. TikTok is fairly new, so I don't know if y'all are all in the same boat. But if you're not sold on making 6 figures, sometimes people aren't, and they go in my comments and say, "Oh my God, you're lying! It's a scam! You can't do that." And I was just listening to JT Hustles, and he was saying that people make decisions based off their point of reference. And so the example he gave, he said, because he teaches people how to make $10,000 on Instagram. He said, I teach how to make thousands of dollars on Instagram. And he was just saying that, so JT Hustles has a really cool channel. Make sure you check him out. But he was saying that he can go to business owners and like different, it's different when you have people who are already like, like they're already building business. They already have that self-development. They're already trying new things. And he said, I could bring that to them. And they're like, okay, I'll try it. Because when I saw it, I said, okay, I'm going to try it, right? But he was like, if I bring that to like where I grew up, like, they're going to be like, you can't do that. And that's because they've never seen it, right? And that's like if I say, perfect example is like climbing Mount Everest. Y'all know when people were saying, oh, like years ago, everybody said, you can't climb Mount Everest, you'll die, right? And then the first guy climbed it. Remember that? I forgot his name. He climbed it, and he came down. He didn't die. And ever since he did it, more people are climbing, and now kids have climbed and not died. And so if your point of reference is that, whatever it is financially, when people bring a new idea to you, it's going to be like, you can't do that because you haven't been exposed to it. And so everybody who's saying like, oh, okay, you can't make 6 figures a notary. You don't know a notary that's made 6 figures. And so to you, it doesn't make sense. But everybody that knows me on a personal level, my friends, my family, that actually know me as a person, they know you can make 6 figures. So like, oh, I know her. Like my sisters know I do this, right? So they're like, oh yeah, you could do it because they've seen me do it, right? And I'm somebody they can relate to. Like it's not like I'm not somebody on TV that is like trying to pitch something to them, right? And so their point of reference is different. And so, and that is like in anything that you try to do. Like I know when people at first were trying to, like I remember for me, when I had a guy come to me initially, and the first person that came to me was like, oh, you should wholesale houses. And he had spit the game to me on like, oh, this is how you do it. You don't need no money down. Just do these contracts, do da-da-da-da, and you can do it, right? And I was like, it sounds like a scam, right? My first initial thought when wholesaling houses was presented to me, I thought it was a scam, okay? How many of y'all know right now that wholesaling houses is not a scam? How many of y'all think that wholesaling houses is a scam? You was where I was. Okay, and so and he was doing it, but when he brought it to me and presented it to me, I didn't know anybody in real estate like that. I knew of realtors. I've seen realtors at my church. I've seen realtors at different functions. I knew of realtors. I knew of investors. I saw them on TV, people who just buy houses. But I've never known anyone to say you can make money off of wholesaling houses. And so when it was first presented to me, I thought it was a scam. Okay. And it might sound crazy, but it's true. I thought it was a scam. And so now that I know it's not, like I have friends who are friends that I know who do it and make great money. One of my good friends does it. And my plan is I'm going to get into there eventually, but now I know it's not a scam because they make money doing it. And so I have a point of reference I can relate to. And so sometimes, and that is say you won't always have a point of reference immediately, but it's like, I wish that when things are presented to me, that I would have gone to go look instead of immediately shutting it down and saying, that's not true. Like I had, when cryptocurrency first came out, okay? When it first came out with Bitcoin, I thought it was a scam, right? Not a scam, but like, what is that? I'm not messing with that foolishness, right? A friend of mine bought it out the gate. What did they bought? What's that one that hit? It hit real big and everybody got off. It was the one that recently happened like 2-3 months ago, probably like 3 months ago. And it took that, and for me to see that that, oh my God, look at all that money she made with this cryptocurrency, right? And so I'm like, okay, hold on. It's not, I can do this, right? But so it's like, when I'm like, I have to constantly remind myself when things are presented to me, not to assume that it's wrong or it's fake or it's a scam, because I don't have a point of reference of it. I can act, oh yeah, it's a Dogecoin. Yeah, that. Women, when that hit and everybody made a killing, everybody that bought into it, I thought cryptocurrency was a scam too. Yeah, but look, people came off of it. Like people really got off with the Dogecoin. Am I saying it right? And so I'm like have to constantly be aware. Like if things are presented to me, do my due diligence, right? Look into it. Find experts in the field. Like look and network with people who are into it, and not just assume that I know everything, because we always assume I'm so smart, I know everything, right? And so we immediately, if we I don't know where we get there from. Like, you really think your brain can hold every bit of information that exists on this planet? Where do we get that from? And you don't even read like that. I had to call y'all out. Last time you read a book was in college. You've been out of college for a minute. Okay, you don't even, I can see if you were like always reading, you have like 5 degrees, like you stay reading, you stay networking. I can see if you were that person. The majority of people, honestly, if you ask them when's the last time you read a book, listen, because I've asked people, it was an actual statistic about it. The last time that you read a book, be honest, and I'm not coming for you, but it's just time to own what we do. When is the last time you read a book? Seriously, and not a fiction book, a non-fiction book. When's the last time you read something to learn something? Really, like think about it. And then you just so quick to say, oh, this is not, and this is not. Like you have to open up your eyes and open up yourself to information. Like for real, for real. Somebody said July of 2021. Okay, we're going to work on that. We need to be, honestly, I always have a book that I'm reading. There's never a point. If you ask me what book I'm working on right now, sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 at the same time. I don't always finish books. Like I'll start, like I was reading, what's that book? The Yamas and the Yamas, and I got like halfway through, but it took me to a movie I wanted to watch. I told y'all it was Empire Builders, and I watched that, and I was, oh, but hold on. I went and pick up Think and Grow Rich, because if a lot of times what happens is I find like corresponding themes throughout books. And so I'll start reading this, and then like, oh, but let me look at this book real quick. And I'll start reading, I'll get really like engulfed in that. And I'm like, okay, that was good. Or I may hop on an audio book. Like I was listening to Eric Thomas, right, on YouTube. And you said I'm reading your training. That don't count. I was listening to Eric Thomas on YouTube, and randomly the next video I had never heard of before was a guy called Dan Pena. I hope I said his name right. Pena. And he's called the Trillionaire Man. I guess he's worth $1 trillion, I think, at this point. I know he's a billionaire, but he might be a trillionaire at this point. And his video popped up, and I started listening to him. And now I'm really intrigued. I want to read a book that he's written, right? Like now my brain is on him. And so it's like, and I just keep picking information. A lot of people, and that's one thing, you have to see what works best for you. Like I audiobook, I YouTube, and I read books. And so I do that all the time. I'm constantly taking information. And you know what I realized from reading so much? There's a whole lot that I don't know. There is a whole lot that I don't know. Okay? Let me give you the perfect example of something that I learned from reading. Watch this. This was the first book that I read that really let me know I don't know everything. The Jewish Phenomenon. Okay? You probably like, Vanessa, why would you read that? It was actually recommended to me. The Jewish Phenomenon: 7 Keys to Enduring Wealth to the Enduring Wealth of a People. I learned so much from this book. It's insane. Okay. Did you know there are these organizations there? I forgot what they were called at this point, but there's these organizations. You don't have to be Jewish, but it was made in Jewish communities, and they still exist today. Where they have programs. They're all over the country, where they give you loans that you do not have to pay back. Okay, but they're small loans, and they're like you can get like a $500 loan or $1,000 loan, like a down payment for a house or for a car or whatever the case is, and you do not have to pay it back. Okay, but they ask you to pay it back so they have more money to give to other people. Now, some of them are just for people that identify as Jewish, but some of them are for just anybody. And there was so much information. People have said their community, the way they raise their children, the way they teach about money, and the amount of organization, how much money they donate, it's crazy. But it was so much in here that I didn't know. And then come to find out, one of those organizations was like 2 hours from me. And so I looked them up online, and I could have this whole time. I don't need it. When I read it, I didn't need it. But there, when I was in college, I definitely could have used it. I could have applied and got a loan for whatever. And it's a loan that you don't have to pay back, but you can. So it's basically like, if we're giving this to you to better yourself, but if you come on your feet, or the case is, then you can give it back to us so we can loan to more people. I forgot what they're called. Anybody ever heard it before? It's a name for those organizations, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And like some of them said that you have to be Jewish, but some of them are just open to the community. And so I would have never learned that if I didn't read this book. I can't think of what it's called, but it's in here, The Jewish Phenomenon. Okay. But that's why I say it's super important to read. It's super important to include, just keep your mind open. Like, keep your mind open. What class do we take while waiting for the notary test? You can take the My Notary Sign Agent training at NOTARY2NOTARY.com. Okay. They Came Before Columbus is another great book. Okay, I'm going to check it out. All right, y'all, let me wrap this up. So y'all know that I teach people all over the United States how to do what I did, which is make 6 figures as a notary signing agent. I did it with general notary work, loan closing, and e-notary. Really heavy on the first 2, but now I'm really pouring into the Ron portion because of COVID. Like, Ron is taking over everywhere. I told y'all Fannie Mae just like really pushed that they're getting into Ron for 2022. Listen, it's a whole situation. You can assume that Ron's not going to take over, and it just is like, come on, stop. Let's adapt and move on. Okay. And so I teach you how to do that. You can take the training at NOTARY2NOTARY.com. The promo code POWER is still up. So if you want to use it, you can. It's 30% off for the programs. So notary signing agent, I recommend either the notary signing agent or the all-inclusive first. And then you can add on like business credit. You can add on the ultimate signing and title company list. You can add on it's one more course I'm missing to help you get a well-rounded view. Also, we have the one-on-one coaching where you can actually, and it's on sale for $99 a month right now, where either myself or one of the other coaches work with you to build your notary business. So if you're I have people, they message me and they say, oh, I'm not making any money. And I'm like, have you taken my training? No, but I took this training. Have you taken my training? No, but I took this other person's training. Okay, let's work through that. Not coming for you, but let's work through that thought. You want to make 6 figures as a notary signing agent. You took another training. You're not making 6 figures. You come to me and say, hey, can you help me make 6 figures? I tell you, take my training. You say, but I took a training. Obviously, the training that you took, 1, didn't help you, or 2, it could have helped you, but you didn't apply the principles. One of the 2 things. Okay. And so take the training. Okay. And so the one-on-one coaching is available. You can do that. Also, guys, make sure you list your business at Notary Directory USA. Tia said I have a coaching session tomorrow. Yeah, it's with me. It is with me. Girl, I'm glad you said something. No, you're in my calendar. Girl, I was like, Your session is with me. What? I think we're gonna be having girl talk to you. Let's stay focused, okay? Reel it in, okay? I love the way you think. I love that you think, and I can't wait to do business with you. I love it. Make sure too, guys, that you have your how can sign for the training, Notary2NOTARY.com. Notary2NOTARY.com. Also, guys, make sure you have your profiles on signingorder.com. So signingorder.com, so we can send work out to you guys. Super duper important. Okay, I know that lately we've been doing pretty good, but I was sending work out in Florida today. What was that city? Panama City, Florida. And I didn't see any of my people in there. And normally, like I don't know all of our students, and it's possible that the person who got assigned to it was a student, but I see most of the names when y'all register. And like, especially if you interact, if you email me, or but I see you on social media. And so I was scrolling through. Usually I see one or two that pop up, and maybe just Panama City is just not where most of my students are. Maybe they're in Miami or Orlando or Tampa, whatever. But also, because y'all know with signing order, I give the orders first to students. And if there are no students in the area, then I just send it to anybody else who accepts it. Okay. And so that went out. We're also, I know I'm still looking for a notary in Hawaii, but make sure you have your, did I send that out yet? I didn't. No, I'm gonna put that out tomorrow. I just put an order out, for Tennessee. I just put that one in. It was Panama City. I don't know all these areas. I don't know. I just know Panama City. I know that's what I don't know Florida like that. All I know is Miami and Orlando and Tampa. That's it. Okay. I'm located in Virginia, but I have a notary signing service, and we send out loan closings across the country. And so you have to be on signingorder.com. So we are a training company that trains you, and we have a signing service that can send you work. Okay. But you have to be listed. It wasn't Nashville. I know the one I sent out in Tennessee was in Nashville. It was something else. Now, I don't see all the orders that come through that get scheduled, because I don't schedule all the orders myself, but I do schedule some of them. Just like if anything comes in like after 5, I'm typically the ones that I schedule the ones in the evening typically. But during the day, it may not be me doing the scheduling. But yeah, I burn the midnight oil for now. But we are hiring. What? How many of y'all saw that we put the post out on Indeed that we're hiring? Oh, what? We are. What advice do you have when it comes to starting an LLC? You can do it. You don't have to. You can start off with a sole prop and change it later. How can I sign up for your training? Notary2notary.com. My signing service is called On Time Notary, but you're going to go to signingorder.com. That is the technology platform that I use to send out work orders. Okay. Don't email me and say, Vanessa, can you sign me up? No. Go to signingorder.com and create a profile. And if you do not have a picture, I am not going to assign orders to you. If you don't have a phone number, a picture, your notary credentials uploaded, you will not get an order from me. Okay. Let's make sure we do things in excellence and in the right way. Really quick. Are you hiring remotely? Yes, it is remotely. Also, really quick, I got 3 more minutes. I'm going to tell y'all something. Okay, really quick before I go. I told y'all that it's really, and I'm going to put it out tonight. We are having a Go Direct training. Okay. That's in November. You guys keep asking me. Panama City is the panhandle of Florida. Oh goodness. What? I get work all over the country. Just be ready. If you get ready, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Okay. What was I gonna tell you? You messed me up. I was gonna tell you something. Oh, Go Direct title. So this training is coming up. Make sure you get registered. I'm gonna send it out today. We're going to give you everything that you need to go direct. So we're gonna have some confidence building. We're gonna have some scripts for you. We're gonna do some like mock sessions during the training, and we have title reps that are going to be escrow officers that are going to be on the training live, that are going to tell you what they're looking for, what they're not looking for, okay? And so you know from their mouth what to do and what not to do. Like, there's some things that I've learned about the best days to call, you know, when to interact with them, you know, just different things like how to stand out. All these things just help you, because it's like how I said with Google, when we had that Google business training, if you're using a system but you're using it the wrong way, it's not going to work for you, right? So if I'm using Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, but I'm not using it the way that TikTok wants me to, or the way Instagram wants me to, I'm not going to get rewarded, right? So if I'm on Instagram right now, Instagram is real crazy. They want reels all day. And so if I say, I don't want to do reels, I'm going to put pics. Instagram doesn't care. They're like, all right, whatever. I'm going to show these reels, right? And so same thing with title. Like, if you want to go direct, you need to know what title companies are looking for, right? So we're going to put some escrow officers on these lives with you. Y'all know someone going to be an escrow officer? Say it again, sis. Y'all know I'm working on building my title company. Y'all know it's going to be a whole situation. It's going to be a whole situation. But anyway, y'all know I'm always building, always working towards the next thing, because I'm all about growth. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to be 67 years old. I'm like, man, I didn't put it all on the table. No, I'm shooting all my shots. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan, Kobe, all that. I'm shooting all my shots. Okay, I don't have time to lollygag. I have things I want to accomplish. I need to go to Dubai. Okay, that's what I said I wanted to go, and I have not gone yet. That is on my list of places to go, and Bora Bora. Okay, where are you from in Virginia? It's the accent. Listen, so my accent changes every day. It depends on what I say. It is time to go. Listen, Lisa is always keeping me together. All right, guys, make sure you list on Notary Directory USA to your business. That app is going to be available next week. People all over the country are going to be downloading it, and they're going to be searching for notaries. And if you're not on there, your neighbor probably is, and they're going to call her. Okay, so make sure that you create your listing so people will find you, because it's just going to be, look, it's all up from here. It's just growth. It's just growth all day, every day. We're just growing. And yeah, I do got to get ready to slip and slide, but I hope I added value to you guys today. Remember what I said. When people ask you, what do you want to, if you could do anything, what would you do? Remember, you can do anything. The idea itself is a paradox. You can do absolutely, if you decide right now that you're going to catch a flight, I'm pretty sure there are flights leaving right now. You say, I'm going to Florida. You could go. If you say, I'm going to go shopping, I'm pretty sure some stores open in New York, maybe. I don't know. New York kind of shut down right now. Anything you decide, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to become an author. I'm going to sing. I'm going to be a dancer. I'm going to be a 6-figure notary signing agent. I'm going to call 20 title companies. I'm going to email 50 title companies. Whatever you decide to do, you can. Look at what you're choosing to do. Everybody stop, especially y'all on TikTok, because I know you're scrolling. Look at what you are choosing to do. Are you, oh, here's another one. You ready? You ready for this? Oh, Dan Painter gave me this one. Y'all ready? It's going to change your whole life. It's going to change your whole life. It's about to change your whole life, okay? How many of y'all got kids? You have children? Do you have children? Okay. Would you want your children to end up like your parents? Okay, think that through. Would you be happy if your children's lives look just like your parents' lives? So I thought about that, and I was like, no. Like, I'm not cool with that, right? I'm not cool with that. So then he said, would you be cool if your children's lives looked like your life? And I was like, no. I had to call myself out. I was like, heck no. Absolutely not. Some of y'all might say, Vanessa, you got a good life. Not to me. It's like it's like on the inside, I want so much more for myself. And I had to stop and say, well, why are you settling, mama? Why are you settling? Like, you wouldn't want your kids to live the way you live, and you want your kids to have the best of the best of the best of the best of the best, right? And so I had to own that. I have to own that. And it was a real eye-opener, because you know why? Kids do what they see, not what you tell them, right? Kids do what they see, not what you tell them, okay? super duper important. And so I'm like just challenging myself to just in everything that I do, not just work, but in the way I eat. I want my kids to eat healthy. I want them to live a long life, but I can't say eat your fruits and vegetables and I don't. I can't say make sure you drink a lot of water and I don't. I can't say make sure you exercise and I don't. Right? I can't say keep your room clean and my room's not clean. I can't say, keep the house clean and the car's dirty. I'm a walking contradiction. A lot of us are walking contradictions to our kids. Okay, you saying one thing because you know what it should be, but it's like because you love your kids. You love your kids. So that's why you say it. But do you love yourself? Because if you loved yourself as much as you love your kids, you would discipline yourself more. But you cut yourself slack. You sell yourself short. Like I'll be all right. And so you don't hold you accountable. You let you off the hook, right? So stop it. Ask yourself that. Like, really, you got to self-reflect. It's self-development. It's self-reflection. Self-discipline is self-love, period. Okay, so I hope that helped y'all. I hope I motivated y'all. I got to get ready to slip and slide. Second on the knob, still no. Listen, the Facebook group is Notary to Notary, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's be great on purpose. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I may go back live again tonight, but it just depends. I really want to push out these courses that we have the rest of this year, all the events that we have. So I'll be working on that. I'm a high producing individual. That's why I say I'm a high producing individual, and so I am going to be pushing. Listen, because I'm so motivated. I done motivated myself. Okay, I done motivated myself. Listen, shoot, let me go on out of here now. I can't sit up here all night, but I'm gonna catch y'all luego. Y'all just be awesome on purpose, and I'm gonna go ahead and slip and slide. On out of here. And I will see you guys luego. Be awesome, y'all. It's only 7:25 Eastern Standard. So if y'all anywhere else to the left, it's earlier than that. Don't just go to sleep. Don't Netflix and chill. Build, okay? Build something. Be productive. Build something. Stop wasting time. Okay? Stop wasting time. You don't know when your bus driver is going to say to get off the bus. Okay? Stop wasting time. If you don't know that analogy, you can watch my other videos so you can see. On my slip and slide. Be awesome on purpose. I will see y'all later or mañana. Bye. Well, happy